Flow League 2014 kicked off on the 21st of January with a total of 5 teams. Unlike previous editions, teams were decided based on the drawing of lots and allocated to specific team captains to allow a more equal distribution of riders of various skill levels. The draw being conducted on the first day of competition posed some challenges for team synergy, but by the end of the league it became apparent that mixing things up was a good idea. Team Anything Can were strong throughout, losing only once in a close-fought run to the underdogs, like Real, by 0.5 points. Throughout the entire competition, they racked up a total of 703 points over 6 runs to clinch top spot during the final flow-off. Team Ladies Men racked up 653.5 points to come second, with captain Deena Adam picking up the Most Valuable Rider award. Team Like Real, the dark horses of the competition, snagged third after securing a flow-off place by edging out a win over Anything Can in week 4. Anything Can exacted revenge in the semis, but with their 541.5 points, Diddy captained Team Anything Can into the top 3, just 1.5 points ahead of Leng Leng. A dramatic Flow League that it was, but with plenty of new tricks and new blood, this is the start of a very interesting flow season, and it has definitely set the tone for Flow Jam Singapore happening in April.
So congratulations to Team Anything Can, champions of Flow League 2014. Joining us in studio are 2 guests. As we mentioned, team captain of Team Anything Can, Sham, Jamal, as well as the ever-gorgeous Deena Adam, who was crowned Most Valuable Rider, and she was also the captain of Team Ladies Man. Guys, thank you so much for joining us in the studio today. Okay, Sham, so let's start with you then. Champion of the Flow League 2014 and captain of Team Anything Can. What did it mean to you to win that competition?
Winning is a bonus. Our team ride hard, we train hard individually, so they do their best, I do my best. So we play as a team, we win as a team. It's a good feeling though.
Okay, Deena, you guys came second, but you walked away with Most Valuable Rider. How did that feel to you?
I was actually honestly very genuinely surprised. I was like changing in the locker room, and then I came out and oh, Deena, you gotta get up on stage. And I was like, what? So like, I don't know, I just feel it's very humbling to win the award, but at the same time, I'm very proud of myself because I trained very, very hard, and I also worked very hard for my team to actually be where they are right now, and being second place.
Okay. So this year's Flow League was a little bit different. Everyone thought they were going to have the teams that they had, and they handpicked the best of the best that they could grab, especially you, Sham, okay? But then it came down to it, and everyone was just told, okay, now we have to draw lots to make it more fair.
Yeah. It's kind
How
of
did
tough.
you feel?
I'm kind of shocked actually at first. They texted me saying that say, oh Sham, we have to draw lots, things like that. So I said, well, then it's fine because maybe they think this is a fair game, that we need to be like everybody in the same level riding. I say it's fine. If my teams are good riders, they go everywhere, they play good games. So I was shocked actually. We really picked like, okay, you're gonna be this level, you're gonna be this level.
Who was in your original team?
Me, myself, Oliver in advance, Azura, Ismail, Harry, and Vincent. So Oliver get out, Vincent get out, Harry, and the rest stay. So substituted them was Cedric, Wanda, and Zach. If I got it right.
And you're happy with that team?
Yeah, pretty much.
I think it's meant to be because his first team was very strong, and then when he drew lots, his team was strong. So it's easier. It's really meant to be. Yeah, it's fated for
What about your team then, Deena? Because you went from Team Ladies Man to Team Ladies Men.
Actually, because the draw lots, when you draw lots, right, we have certain people that never came, like Ash and Cheryl, which was supposed to be my team at first, but they didn't show up because they were on holiday. So then we actually, on that day itself, we combined the other 2 teams at 3 and 3. So then that's how I got it. So it was pretty lucky as well that they actually agreed to merge 2 teams together because of the missing people.
Okay. So missing people, that sort of happened throughout the competition.
Yeah, quite a lot.
The dedication of some riders probably not all there. Like you said, some of them had dropped out after finding out about the new draw system.
Correct.
What did you think about that?
Maybe he's used to being on that team. He wants to be in that team to win. So he's so into that team. Then maybe when the draw lots thing, he knows that he won't get the same team. So he will probably just.
Now, Deena, you picked up MVR because people were missing. So in some ways, that was sort of like a saving grace because you had to step up and then you were going up against competitors who were above your skill level, and yet you still pulled through and you still held your team really strong to secure second place.
Actually, initially, like Alfian, he actually asked me to be the leader of the team because we were short of expert riders, right? So I wasn't too keen at first, but
Why
then
not?
again, because I'm not that up there yet. Apart from the bigger boys, so I'm not that up there yet. So it was very intimidating for me to actually step up, you know. And yeah, but it turned out really well, so I'm okay. And honestly, I also have to actually give credit, like a whole lot of credit to my team, like Vincent, Harry, Imran, and Nash. They are also actually pretty good, and very good actually for their own category. Like Vincent, top bodyboarder in Singapore, and then Nash, she's actually 15 or 14, one of the youngest in Singapore. Yeah, super young. Yeah, and he's really good. And Harry, he actually just started for like about 3 months, and like riding his skill level right now after 3 months, it's actually pretty awesome already. And Imran, a very good beginner, I must say so. Yeah.
Okay. So then let's talk about you and your tricks. And
You want to talk about my team?
Sham, let's ignore your team now and let's focus on you.
Okay.
Your tricks are out of this world. Okay? Everyone always says, you want to see tricks? Look to Sham.
I'm kind of shocked actually.
How did you get so good?
I'm not good actually.
Don't lie.
I always think there's better riders than me, so that make me like push harder. So I just want to put highest, like bars for people to like really, like, okay, I'm gonna do this trick today. I'm gonna land it super clean. So things like that. So whenever I ride, I try to put like 100% on it. I'm gonna like super crazy or do this trick like people never do before, so I'm gonna land it. Yeah, they really push me hard.
How long have you been riding?
About 4 years plus now.
And how long has it taken you to get this good? Because some people start riding, get interested in it, and then maybe after a few months then they start picking up and say, okay, I actually want to do something with this. So how long did it take you to get this good?
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah. I haven't been stopped riding from the day that I start until now. I've been riding all along.
Deena, what about you?
Took me how long? I only started competing recently actually. For the past, I've worked at Wave House for 4 years. Then I was the score tabulator for another 2. And then I see people winning, and then like, I got motivated to ride. And then I think about 2 years. Yeah, about 3 years. I started riding properly, like training and joining competitions and all that.
So what made the switch? What was the switch for you? What was the point when you went, actually, I don't want to be tabulating these scores, I want to be on the podium?
I was actually forced. The first competition was Women's Open for Barrel. Women's Open for Barrel. Then but it was
interesting.
Then after that, like it was a Women's Open, so I think there weren't much like women riders at the time for the barrel. So I managed to place, I think, second. So
okay, in your honest opinion, how did you do?
I did very badly. Because I think it was, I don't know, I did very badly. Not many people ride the barrel. So then after that, and then everyone keep pushing me to join the competitions, and then ever since then, like training. No, I never stopped.
Okay, so let's talk about your training regimes. How often do you guys train?
Twice a week, 4 hours.
4 hours each, 2 hours each.
2 hours each, 2 hours. Yeah. Fenceless, mostly.
Mostly fenceless. Do you think it helps to train fenceless?
It does.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah.
For competition or just for normal riding?
Both.
Why?
because you're fenceless, you have a wider space. So your tricks can be it's not restricted to one lane. So you can actually do across the wave, which actually scores more points, a lot more points than when you just do it like stationary.
And let's face it, it just looks cooler, right?
Yeah.
You got wide space. You can spray even bigger.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. And what about your training? How often do you
Take
run?
about 3 to 4 hours a week.
A lot of people are under the conception that because you work at Wave House, you get pop hours or whatever, which means that it's so easy for you to ride and train.
No.
What's the truth?
We have a lot of regulations, so it's not all the time that we get to ride. Sometimes if we really want to ride, we have to pay. Even if it's discounted, it's not cheap. And yeah, so that if you don't work as much there, you don't get your riding hours. So it's actually, you win some, you lose some, you know? It's not all the time, it's free.
I pay for my ride.
Well done. Contributing to Singapore's economy. Okay, so let's talk about your tricks then.
Okay.
What are your favorite tricks?
Currently currently my favorite tricks is big flip and switch 540
Switch 540.
spin.
That's
Landed.
Okay, and do you nail it every single time?
No.
Still
I
working
feel
on
like
it?
still working on it.
What has been the hardest thing for you to perfect?
My big flip. I mean, everyone can do it. I mean, Ely can do it.
Hey, what do you think about that?
Ely can do it. She even land in front of me.
Whoa!
Fat can do it. DBs can do it. I mean, I have trouble doing varial and a late 180. So I try and yeah, I'm happy that I learned this thing.
Deena, what about you? What's your favorite trick?
Favorite trick? I haven't been able to do that. Not yet.
Not yet.
It's the varial and kickflip. Varial flip, kickflip.
Talk us through the motions.
It's basically an ollie with your front foot. Your front foot.
Back foot.
Back foot.
So you pop higher and then swipe just like skateboard.
No, it's a kickflip. Back foot.
Back foot, front foot. Just
Yeah.
swipe it.
What do you say? So I haven't been able to land that yet. And also 540 big spin is my favorite because it's the most it's the hardest trick I can do right as of now lah. But yeah, getting there. So I managed to land it a few times and now just trying to practice to keep it clean. Yeah.
Because keeping it clean is really
It
important.
matters because the points matter.
Okay, so for you, what was the hardest thing to nail?
3 shots. As easy as a 3 shot. It was the hardest trick for me to do.
Why? 'Cause
Hardest.
everyone has different tricks that are hard, for them, hard to land. Some people have told me that, well, personally, my 360 is the most annoying thing to land in the universe. It's nothing. I haven't been riding long anyway, but why? What made this 3 shot so hard?
It took me longer to land a 3 shot than to land a 540 big spin. I think it boils down to the basic of board control and all that, and your technique of the way you pop the board, the way you kick the board. So I think that the basic tricks are always the hardest to learn at first.
Okay, so talk us through the basics then. What should a beginner rider really focus on?
Posture and stance. Posture and stance.
Yeah, I must agree with that. If for upper level of riding, if you're starting doing flips, you really need to track your feet, not just kick it. You need to really track what skateboard does. It's same like skateboard. I mean the tricks are all skateboarding tricks, so it's skateboard trick.
So should someone take up skateboarding as well to help them?
It's different though because for me I started off skateboarding, then skimboarding, then through surfing, and it's all a board sport in the water. So it's easier for me from the basics. I mean, yeah.
But if you see the top riders in Singapore, they all have skateboard backgrounds. Like Dee, Fad, Kim, they all have skateboard backgrounds. So it's actually a very huge advantage.
Do you have a skateboard?
No.
Do you think that you've missed out because of that? No, not at all.
I think I guess it would be an advantage for me, but I personally am afraid of anything falling, like a board before. I'm really afraid. So I don't
You're
know.
bad enough on a board with no wheels.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about your injuries then. What's the worst injury you've had?
Worst injury? Worst injury is my ankle. The board actually hit my ankle. Very bad.
Broken, fractured? No.
Just very bad. Bruise.
Hard knock.
Yeah.
Sham, any breaks?
Me, I dislocated my shoulder on the last. in the right, a barrel, and
The barrel seems to do that to
yeah,
everyone.
it's a monster. It really eats you up, and
Can you do that?
just one, no shit. And my leg fractured my fibula bone, hairline fracture, by doing a front shot, and it's weird.
Rider.
Yeah, rider.
Yeah, long time ago.
You know?
No.
I got cast on it.
No.
And 4 days after, I'm still riding because I want to compete at Asian Photo. Then he got substituted by Imran. So yeah, he did really bad. So I really want to compete on. Seriously, I really want to compete on that particular day. I just feel so sad. I even cried. So that means so much for me.
Man has emotions.
I did.
Okay, so let's talk about the riding community in general then. There are lots of riders that come and go, come once, come twice, try a couple of times, and then you either don't see them again or they come back 6 months later and go, oh man, I can't ride, like what is this? What do you think we could do to get more riders to come and join us at Wave House on the Flow Rider and to stay and keep coming back?
It's very subjective because people that come, like usually like it's not many locals because most of them are tourists or people who work here for like 6, 7 years or back. But I guess if you want to attract people, I think you should actually like start by selling yourself first. Like you show them you can do this, you can do that, you can do it too. So then I think that's one way.
I think the Flow League was good for that because you've got a competition which shows different ability levels and showing the progress that someone can make throughout the course of the 5 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Sham, what do you think?
Exposure, more advertisement, senior TV, that kind of thing. Our sport is like really hidden. Like only those who love riding knows it.
Yeah. So what's the most memorable thing about riding? What is it for you about this sport that makes you keep going back?
The feeling when you nail every trick, when you nail every trick on the ride, and when you learn new things. The feeling is like unexplainable. I actually like really enjoy it. But that's what actually keeps me like focused on the ride and motivated as well. But it gets frustrating when you don't land your tricks, but when you do, then it's like insane.
Flow riding. Only a flow rider knows the feeling. It's not surfing, it's flow riding. I'm gonna get this straight, it's flow riding. It's different from surfing. Most of people say that, oh, this guy is surfing. It's not surfing, it's flow riding. Different because the water is pushing you up and you are going against the water.
Okay. So what for you would be the next step?
I'm gonna push tricks harder. Gonna keep putting the bars higher so people will just like won't stop there. People who like really nail the tricks, like I already landed trip flip, I already back flip, what can I do? I'm just gonna push like higher bar that people will just do more, Yeah. Not just about competing, just for like accomplish something that you're really good at, so you gotta push the bar higher.
Do you invent your own tricks?
No, I just see YouTube.
Would you?
Learn by that.
What do you mean inventing your own?
I mean, you can, but I guess, I don't know, because you do all the tricks you get from like other existing board courses. So either you can do combos, or you can make it different doing combos, or like shove it no comply, 1 feet down, things like that. So yeah.
Now Deena, let's go back to the community of riders. Females, there aren't very many, and a lot of the females that do it just want to learn enough to look cool on the rider so that they can have a few pretty pictures up on Facebook. What would you say to convince them that actually it's something that you can do to keep fit, something that you can do to stay active, and that you could actually take it professionally?
You can, but I also don't know actually. I mean, I guess with girls, most girls or some girls, I don't know. I mean, they're more afraid of like, what if I bruise myself, or it's gonna be so painful. I'm so
You're
scared.
clearly not one of those girls.
Not exactly.
It's a rugged one.
And I guess by showing them that like other girls who are riding, doing like Illy for example, like I guess if you focus more on that, then you can show the girls that actually it's really nothing, like falling isn't a big deal, like landing tricks. So I think you have to share your knowledge, especially with the girls. Like we just recently we at GPLF, where all the girls come solely like riding session for the girls. So you teach them what you do and you show them what you do and then you teach them. And you can see they're having favors like, oh my god, yeah, I'm gonna come back.
Yeah.
So I guess
And
do
they come back?
Yes, some of them actually do. Some, not everyone, but some. But yeah.
It's not always about tricks sometimes, it's always about how you enjoy flow riding.
The environment.
Sometimes when people ride, they just like, ease their problem away.
And it's the people as well.
Yeah.
The one thing that I've discovered is that the people there are willing to learn, to discuss, to share their own expertise. And everyone's always very humble about what they can do and the knowledge that they're so eager to pass on as well. But like you said, it's down to a very customized relationship with your own board. Would you recommend then, because of that relationship with your board, that it's worth investing in getting a board?
I guess so. I mean, it's very different if you use the house board and then you use your board. The comfortable level is always very, very different. Very, very different. So,
Sham, you have 2. Overkill?
I got 3 actually.
3?
Okay. I got 2.
Now, Deena, you recently switched your boards.
Yeah.
Because you decided you don't want to ride the barrel. What made you decide you don't want to ride the barrel?
It's not I don't want to ride the barrel, it's...
You're scared of the barrel?
No. It's like,
Did you know the scorn in her face?
No. No, it's just that, I don't know, I favor the rider a lot more and I don't really ride the barrel. Don't have much opportunity to ride the barrel. So yeah, and while with the Outlaw, the 38 Outlaw, the one that's with you now, I actually tried Sham's work and Fud's work because we bought the
You got addicted.
and then I felt like a whole new level.
You love at first sight.
Yeah.
At first ride.
So then I switched.
Okay. Alright, so to wrap things up then, what would be your big advice from each of you to a new rider?
Don't punch on. You cannot punch on. You punch on, you will fall on your face. Really, like honestly, like, you cannot punch on. You have to just relax. Even if it's very, very hard at first, you wobble, you stumble, but if you're very tense, you'll fall. Don't punch on.
I mean, most people who just started riding, they were like, oh, this is hard. But I will see their faces the next day and they still come back.
Yeah.
So this thing is like really addictive. So, kind of good. It's a new sport for them, but it's good for them. At least they do something, that's riding. And it's a new sport. Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you guys very much for sharing. And of course, if you want to see these guys in action, all you need to do is head on down to the Wavecast because that's where they're riding and that's where they'll be. Guys, when do you ride?
Monday, Thursday.
Monday and Thursday, Deena? Thereabouts the same? Yeah. There you go, you heard it from Horse's mouth. Mondays and Thursdays, consist training on the pros. If you want to get all the information on the tips, the tricks, the insides and the outsides, as well as the massive wipeouts, that's where you need to go, right at Wavecast Centers. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on flowboard.sg.